my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We hope you have your coffee cups ready because it's that time of the morning for us to take a deep breath in. Gentlemen, deep breath in. And hit pause.
It's time to hit pause with JACOBS.
This morning, I feel like we should be talking about, I mean, obviously good laughter, but more importantly, something we should all be chatting about, which is quite challenging, is self-love. I'm glad we're laughing because I think that a little bit of laughter is actually part of self-love. You know, you can't take yourself too seriously. Sometimes you just have to grab yourself a cup of something and enjoy.
A cappuccino. Not a cup of something.
Cappuccino, not a cup of salmon.
A cup of something.
Cappuccino.
A cappuccino.
A cup of
Salmon, cappuccino.
That is the vibe.
Yeah. So you know, we want to know, what does self-love mean to you, and why do you think it is important? And I think this is my big question for you guys this morning, and maybe you at home as well. What is something that you've literally, I think, always well, how can I put this for you? Something that you've always struggled with, you know, but learned to overcome later on in life.
Oof.
Well,
Deep question.
this for me is quite an interesting one. I mean, my therapist always loves to say to me that I have a very low self-esteem. And it comes from a lack of sometimes self-love. And for someone that likes to be solution-driven, I'm like, okay, tell me how to do self-love. It's not something you can just do an exercise and boom, you love yourself. No, it's something you need to work on continuously.
That you grow into,
You grow into it, but it also starts with your self-talk, about how you talk to yourself. And that's where I want to start with my self-love journey.
I love that. What have you struggled with that you now love about yourself?
What I learned was the industry that we work in, all right, you give so much of yourself to others. And you do it with such passion and such conviction that you actually need to think about giving something to yourself. Because the thing is, you are the vehicle. And you need, like any vehicle, you need petrol to go places. How are you getting that petrol when you're giving it to everybody else? And I think that's what I learned about it. And what that means is actually being very intentional about your time. The time you take to travel to work, whether it be 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 40 minutes, that's your time, not your job's time. Take your time. Listen to a podcast. Enjoy that. I feel like those moments where your time is valued by you, for me, that's self-love. That's the thing that I needed to learn because I thought all the time belonged to everybody else. And I left nothing for myself.
That's profound.
Yeah.
That's very good. No, I love that. I love that. And I mean, I think for me it's the same as well, you know, now that I am, and I'm proud of this, officially 40 years old, which is incredible. I've learned to overcome the fact that I got 40 over. Thank you. Over the past 3 months. But it is important, that time for yourself, because when you're younger, I mean, you give so much of yourself to further yourself and to go. You know, it's tiring, but you learn a lot in the process where you get to a point where you just feel like, you know what, it is my time. I need to look after myself. I need to take my little trips out and just take my moments.
Yes.
Focus on yourself and just do some introspection.
Ooh.
Yes.
And you know, both of you family men, like you give so much of yourself. Both of you working in this industry, you do give a lot of yourself. So having those moments to yourself is very important.
I love it. Compliments on the couch. It's great.
All right.
That should be our next segment. Compliments on the couch.
I have a little curveball. When you are feeling a bit down, are there things that you do to self-soothe? I mean, I know you're not a baby, not like a soothe, but I think that everybody's got some behaviors that help them calm themselves down, especially in the midst of everything that we do in this industry. For you, Ewan, what is that?
You know what, this is an important point because, you know, we're all human. We all get down and we all get frustrated. But, you know, what I've learned is that when I'm in a moment like that, I allow myself to be in that moment. I recognize the fact that, okay, I'm feeling down, I'm not feeling great, I am upset. So I'm running through all the little steps in my head to say, like, okay, cool, this is only temporary.
Yes.
I'm feeling like this now because of X, Y, and Z. It will pass as well. And then you kind of coach yourself through that moment. But I do feel like it comes with that experience of, you know, being in those moments as well. So take the time out. If you're not feeling that great, recognize it. It's okay. It's okay. Just tell yourself it's okay. And it is, really, it's okay.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not trying to make light of this.
No,
but
not at all.
I literally take a nap and I feel better.
If all of us can be like Zoe.
I take a nap. You know, think of a cranky toddler. Take a nap, they're happier afterwards.
I'm the complete
I honestly
opposite.
take a nap and I feel better.
I feel horrible when I take a nap during the day.
Your nap's
I
not
wake
too
up
long.
in such... it's too long.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm glad we shared some insights on self-love, because I think it's vitally important for us to do that. In fact, self-love starts with you. And we don't need to sort of, external validation when it comes to it. We actually have enough. We need to look in a mirror and say that we are enough. And I encourage you to spend time with yourself and your thoughts, and to be comfortable in your own company, and use your coffee break as your chance to find 10 minutes of peace during the day. Don't drink your coffee hunched over your work. Go sit somewhere peaceful, hit pause, savor the moment, love yourself, drink the coffee, then take a nap.
Oh, golden.
Making a cappuccino with thick creamy froth is now impressively easy.